How's this Wi-Fi network? All right, there we are. Hey, what's going on, SVSers? Nick here, and I am in the wonderful state of Texas, just outside of Austin in Round Rock, where we're at the Lone Star Audio Fest, one of the longest running hi-fi shows in the United States, with a very rich history and legacy in the world of audio. And I'm here with Emiko, and she's from T.H.E show and the Total Hi-Fi Experience, and they're collaborating for the first time with the Lone Star Audio Fest. But I would love for you, before we talk a little bit about the SVS experience, to give a little bit of history and sort of what people should know about Lone Star and T.H.E now.
You gonna hold that?
I'm gonna hold.
Oh,
this.
you're gonna hold this. Okay.
You can gesture.
I'm just gonna be talking into your. Okay.
No, it'll pick you up. You can look at the good people out in the SVS community.
People online are saying hi.
Oh,
Hi.
good. They can hear us then. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us. All right, great.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for having us, and thanks for being part of the inaugural T.H.E Lone Star Audio Fest, Nick. We love SVS. As you know, SVS is with us at our Costa Mesa show. They've been with us for years. Absolutely love SVS. So we were asked, this is really fairly recent because Wayne Parham, who was the founder of Lone Star Audio Fest, who was in the Dallas area, and before that he was in the Great Plains part of the United States, and they were in Dallas for about 12 or 15 years. We started talking last year, maybe right around April of last year, realized that their Lone Star dates and our T.H.E dates last year were right on top of each other. Just felt awful. We never want to step on people's toes. And then the conversation started, hey, well, what if we did something together? T.H.E is expanding, it's rebranding. We're now Total Hi-Fi Experience. This is really cool. Our tagline is where audio becomes family. They do a lot with makers and creators and just bespoke audio and things that are really, really beautiful. We thought, let's do a show together, but let's take it out of Dallas, where they were. Let's take it into the Austin area, because that's where the music creators are. There's a lot of independent filmmakers here. There's a lot of art and culture here. And I think that there needs to be more synergy, right? Those of you that have heard me speak and have heard my rants know that we're all about building bridges between art creators and art lovers. So music creators, film creators, and hi-fi and home theater lovers. Build that bridge together. And thus was born the new T.H.E Lone Star Audio Fest here in, we're saying the Austin metropolitan area, because a lot of people, you say Round Rock and they go, I don't know what that is. But it's a lovely, lovely part of Texas.
It's a gorgeous venue. We're at
really
the Embassy Suites in Round Rock, and it's like the perfect hotel for an audio fest like this.
It
and,
really is.
You know, you are doing some of the more traditional elements too.
Yes.
There's some seminars going on that I saw there.
Yes,
and we'll get to the other big part of this as well. But what can people expect from like an education standpoint and exhibitors? I think you guys have a few dozen exhibitors. And,
we do this. Yeah. So this, because this is our inaugural show, this is purposely meant to be a very intimate, much smaller show. If you're watching this and you've been to our Costa Mesa show and you're planning on coming to New York, you know that's thousands and thousands of people over the course of 3 days. It's multiple floors, and it's I can't get a parking spot and I gotta wait in line for food. This is not that. This is meant to be like going over to your best friend's house, sharing a home theater experience, sharing a listening party together, having a beer, having a cocktail, whatever, just chilling out, meeting the designers, meeting the manufacturers, meeting everybody, and really getting a chance to properly audition. Not 5 minutes in the room, not even 10 minutes in the room. You can stay in the room half an hour, as long as you want. There's not too much. There's not too little. There's a ton of bespoke folks here. There's obviously, I don't want to say regular, but like well-known legacy brands that are here, including SVS. And so it's a nice meeting of the minds in that sense. A lot of the designers are going to be giving seminars on their design philosophy. We have actually one seminar on using clean materials to build loudspeakers, non-toxic, green friendly, really, really neat stuff. We've got folks talking about the future of audio, Class D amplifiers. We have audiophile directories here who we also partner with, and they're doing seminars on the future of information aggregation and reputable information on hi-fi stuff, reviews, tech specs, all really, really fascinating things that are happening.
Well, it's a great area to have a hi-fi show, and I would agree with that. This Austin metropolitan area and Round Rock, like it's a very vibrant community. We know from the SVS community how many folks out here love great sound. So I think it's a really ambitious project, but I love the fact that, you know, this is one of the longest running shows and you're breathing some new life into it, yet you're still keeping that sort of intimate style of audio show, which I think sometimes gets lost in some of the bigger shows where you
Yeah.
kind of feel like you're just like lost in the crowd.
And I want to take a minute, if I may, and say this, and I'm not saying this in an aggressive way, but there are some folks that feel that there are too many audio shows in the United States.
It's a fair point.
I do recognize that there are many audio shows now. From an industry perspective, that should be celebrated, because what that means is that audio is reaching communities. And I tell people all the time, because we get all sorts of mail, right? I'm sure you guys do too. All sorts of, some are very nice and some are a little bit less nice. And I tell people, listen, when you say there are too many shows, everybody's looking at the same stuff, blah, 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 please add the words "for me" or "for my taste," because I can tell you just from watching the crowds of people out this hallway door here, these are people that may not be able to fly somewhere, or they don't have the budget for it, or they don't have the time for it, or they want to bring their kids or their family, and this is during the school year. So it's actually not too many shows. It's just we want to bring things into communities that don't have it yet.
Yeah. And from an exhibitor standpoint, the brands, you know,
Right.
sure, do I want to listen to the Mission Impossible demo 800 passengers?
Absolutely.
And to your point, the more audio shows there are, shows that there's interest in
Yes.
audio, and that, you know,
Absolutely.
people want to attend these kind of experiences. So that's a perfect segue, because the other really cool thing you're doing here at the Lone Star Audio Fest / T.H.E Audio Show is this new film festival, the T.H.E Film Festival, the first time ever.
Yeah.
Can I get you and Sophie to stop here? Because this was really a big endeavor by Sophie, and they had approached us at CES in Las Vegas, the largest tech trade show in the entire world, this January, and sort of painted a picture of the vision you guys had for having an adjoining film festival with the audio show. And, you know, I love this concept. I love finding adjacent, call them industries, call them interests. And filmmakers definitely have a vested stake in creating great audio experiences. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what sort of went into this idea of creating this film fest, and if people want to come down here to the Round Rock Embassy Suites, what they can expect?
We wanted to give like young filmmakers, new filmmakers, even filmmakers of older generations, just somewhere where they can show their stuff. It is very hard a lot of times to get your film out there, get your project out there, whether it's a feature doc, a short, music video, anything. It's kind of hard to get people to view that. So if we can give them a platform and a new audience to maybe introduce it to them, like, we're very excited. And a way to combine audio, great home theater, and give people, enhance their film and give them a better viewing experience. Like that's definitely one of our goals.
Well, we're going to talk about that audio experience and the viewing experience soon. No, not at all. Because we're going to give a little tour of the system, just so you know, SVSers. But this is like a multi-genre. This isn't tied to like any specific style of film. You have a lot of ground you guys covered.
Yes. Yeah, we wanted to cover the audio part. People make hi-fi content all the time. We wanted to display that. Music videos, even just songs, composition. We have documentaries.
Animation.
Yes,
Animation. And it's affiliated with a larger like film festival group. Is that correct? Or there's like a
T.H.E Enterprises. So our parent company owns this. And what
Okay.
we're doing is basically going around from each of our T.H.E show properties is going to have a film festival there. So it gives filmmakers a chance to enter and then have their films screened at each location.
And are entries still being accepted?
They're being accepted right now right. Costa Mesa closed, but
Yes,
New York
for
is
New
being
York.
accepted right now. And then eventually what's going to happen is all of these films are going to end up on T.H.E TV. We have a deal with Roku. So T.H.E TV is our new television network that is total hi-fi experience TV network, going out to 90 million viewers worldwide. And so these films, potentially SVS content, we'll see, right? All of these things, we're giving people an opportunity to reach more.
So you're going to have a channel that focuses not only on these films, but to potentially some like audiophile, hi-fi style content
Yes.
to even build this up
Absolutely,
further.
Yeah, 24/7, 365.
That's really exciting. So details of the show going on all weekend here at the Embassy Suites Round Rock. So that's May 2nd through the 4th. SVS will be doing our own home theater demos and some music demos from 10 to 2 p.m. each day. And then the film festival starts at 2 p.m. and goes till around 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the award ceremony will be on Sunday. And so folks, if you are local and you want to come down, You can get tickets right at the door. You can order them online through your website.
absolutely.
But there's a lot of exciting things happening here, and can't get better barbecue than this Austin area, as I found out in the last
That
few
is
nights.
true.
So it's a good reason. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for the insights. Thank you for choosing us to be a speaker partner here at this film festival. We could not be more excited to elevate some of these filmmakers' work. It's just really exciting for us to kind of share their passion and combine it with our own passion, because these audio experiences truly do reach people in a special way, and I can see people lining up at the door. So we're going to do a quick tour of the system. I know you guys have a lot of work
Yes.
to do, but thank you so much. Follow
you.
T.H.E show on social. Follow SVS on social. Obviously, most of you already are.
Go by
And
SVS.
yes,
Go by SVS.
and again, thank you. Good luck with everything at the show this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank
for being
you.
part of this. We really
And we're gonna flip the camera around because I got Larry holding the camera.
Okay.
And we're gonna give you the mic. And Larry, say hello.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, the show's about to kick off, so we need to kind of give a tour of the system here before we start unleashing.
Sorry, I'm bringing the microphone around. So yeah, so in here we are doing a 9-channel surround sound system. It's a full 7.2 experience. And what we're running is the Ultra Evolution Pinnacle Towers as the main setup, as the main front, left, and right. The Ultra Evolution Center, 2 PB17 Ultra Revolution subs as the low end kick on the system.
Which we might be having some fun with those balloons later. am I right?
Yes, and I'm going to have you pan this way because I know we've got some people here who did not want to be on
Yeah,
camera.
well, let's say-
And we are also running 4 Ultra Evolution towers as the rear surround and surround back channels.
I mean, how large is this ballroom?
It's 25 wide, 40 feet long, 25 feet tall. So we've had some fun with it. We're using a false wall between us, and I don't want to bang on it because on the other side of the wall, there's a marketplace where manufacturers are in there selling stuff, people are showcasing stuff, and we very much made them unhappy earlier. So, sorry, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of what we do. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely what we do. But we're having a ton of fun, and we've got some people showing up now, so we're going to get ready. And what Nick is showing you now is the schedule of the film festival and kind of the layout. There's 20-something brands here, and everybody's got different rooms and stuff. This is a really cool venue. I've never been to I come to Round Rock a lot, but haven't been to this hotel. So we're going to have some fun here. I'm going to pass things over to Nick so that I can introduce a few people here, and we're going to go have some
Let
fun.
me just quickly recap the details again. We are at the Embassy Suites Round Rock here in Austin. We'll be doing demos today, tomorrow, and Sunday from 10 to 2 p.m. So that's when you're going to be able to hear SVS doing our thing. And then from 2 p.m. on, we'll be using the same system, but just doing all the film festival submissions as part of that. And then the awards will be announced Sunday around, I think, 4 o'clock or so for the different films. So if you get a chance to come down here, please do. Otherwise, follow our social. We'll be doing some random updates throughout the weekend, having a lot of fun. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. That's it from Lone Star Audio Fest and T.H.E Film Festival.